Have you ever felt that profound sense of exhaustion? A weariness so deep it settles in your bones. Yet when your head hits the pillow, your mind just won't shut off. You're tired, but you're not sleepy. It's a strange paradox, isn't it? A feeling of being completely drained of energy, yet simultaneously wired and on edge. Your body is screaming for rest, but your brain is running a marathon, replaying conversations, worrying about the future, or just spinning in circles. This isn't just regular tiredness, it's a signal from deep within your nervous system. A sign that you've been running on empty for far too long. If this sounds familiar, I want you to know you're not alone and you're not broken. Let's gently explore what's really going on. This state of being affects every corner of our lives. It's that feeling when a friend invites you out, and even though you want to go, the thought of making small talk feels like climbing a mountain, so you cancel again, and the isolation deepens. It's standing in the grocery store, staring at 2 different brands of pasta sauce, and feeling completely paralyzed by the choice. The mental energy required to decide feels monumental. It's the sudden irritation you feel when the music is just a little too loud, or the lights in a room feel overwhelmingly bright. These aren't character flaws. They are symptoms of a nervous system that is overloaded and desperately trying to reduce stimulation. It's your body's way of saying, I can't handle any more input right now. Please, just stop. For years, many of us have misinterpreted these signals. A voice inside, often the harsh echo of societal pressure, whispers that we're being lazy. It says, you should be able to do this. Why are you so unmotivated? Just push through it. But what if it's not laziness at all? What if it's your body's profound intelligence at work? Think of your nervous system as having 2 primary modes. The sympathetic nervous system is your gas pedal. It's for fight or flight, for getting things done, for responding to stress. The parasympathetic nervous system is your brake pedal. It's for rest, digestion, and repair. When you've been flooring the gas pedal for too long, running on adrenaline and cortisol, your body doesn't just run out of gas, it slams on the brakes to prevent a total system crash. This isn't laziness, it's a deeply biological conservation mode. Your body is trying to protect you from burning out completely. The inner critic calls it lazy, but your biology calls it survival. To understand this better, we can look at a concept called neuroception. This is a term coined by Dr. Stephen Porges, and it describes how our nervous system is constantly scanning our environment, both internal and external, for cues of safety or danger. This happens subconsciously, beneath the level of our thinking mind. When we've experienced prolonged stress, trauma, or burnout, our neuroception can become biased towards threat. Our internal alarm system becomes hypersensitive. It starts to perceive everyday stressors: a crowded room, a critical email, even our own self-judgment as genuine threats to our survival. So, even when we are objectively safe, our body remains in a state of high alert, ready to fight or flee. This is why we feel wired and tired. Our system is constantly burning energy to prepare for a danger that isn't actually there. It's stuck in threat detection mode. So, how do we begin to communicate safety back to this overactive system? We can't just think our way out of it. We have to speak the language of the body. the language of sensation. Let's try a small exercise right now. Wherever you are, just take a moment. Feel your feet flat on the floor. Really press them down and notice the solid ground beneath you. Feel the texture of the carpet or the coolness of the tile. Notice the support. Now, gently bring your attention to your breath. We're not trying to change it, just to notice it. Let's try a simple breathing pattern. We'll breathe in for a count of 4. Hold gently for a moment, and then breathe out for a longer count of 6. Let's do it together in 2, 3, 4, and a long, slow exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that. Once more. Inhale and a gentle, extended exhale. This longer exhale is a direct signal to your parasympathetic nervous system, your brake pedal, that you are safe. It's a tiny, powerful way to begin shifting your state. This is why simply trying to rest more often fails. We might get 8 hours of sleep, but we wake up still feeling exhausted. We might spend a weekend on the couch watching TV, but on Monday morning, we feel just as drained. That's the difference between passive rest and active restoration. Passive rest, like sleep, is essential, but it might not be enough to calm a chronically activated nervous system. Active restoration involves intentionally engaging in activities that send clear signals of safety to your body. It's about consciously turning on the brake system. This could be a slow, mindful walk in nature, where you pay attention to the sound of the leaves and the feeling of the sun on your skin. It could be listening to calming, non-lyrical music. It might be a creative hobby you do just for joy, with no pressure for it to be perfect or productive, like painting, knitting, or gardening. These activities tell your body there is no threat here. You can let down your guard, you can repair. Underpinning all of this is the most crucial tool of all: self-compassion. For so many of us, the moment we feel tired or unproductive, our inner critic goes on the attack. We call ourselves lazy, weak, or undisciplined, but this self-criticism is just more fuel on the fire. To your nervous system, that harsh inner voice is another threat. It keeps the alarm bells ringing and the stress cycle going. Healing from nervous system exhaustion requires us to learn to be our own ally. It means replacing that inner critic with a voice of warmth and understanding. When you notice you're exhausted, instead of berating yourself, try placing a hand over your heart, feeling its warmth, and whispering to yourself a simple phrase like, "This is a moment of struggle. It's okay to feel this way. May I be kind to myself." This isn't about letting yourself off the hook. It's about giving your body the safety it needs to actually recover and heal. This leads to the most profound mindset shift of all. The next time you feel that overwhelming fatigue, that resistance, that urge to do nothing, instead of asking, "Why am I so lazy?" I invite you to ask a different question. What is my body trying to protect me from right now? When you find yourself procrastinating on a big project, perhaps your body is protecting you from the overwhelming pressure of potential failure. When you feel anxious about a social gathering, maybe your body's protecting you from the perceived danger of judgment or rejection. This question transforms the experience from one of self-blame into one of gentle curiosity. It changes your relationship with yourself from an adversary into a team. You start to see that this exhaustion isn't a flaw. It's a protective mechanism. It's your body's wise, albeit clumsy attempt to keep you safe. So, let's bring this all together. This deep exhaustion is not a moral failing. It is a biological response to being overextended. Your body isn't being lazy. It's entering a conservation mode to protect you. Healing isn't about pushing harder. It's about creating pockets of safety through gentle, restorative practices that calm your nervous system. And most importantly, it's about meeting yourself with radical self-compassion instead of criticism. Please remember, your worth is not measured by your productivity. You are worthy of rest, worthy of kindness, and worthy of care, simply because you exist. This journey of healing is a gentle one. It's not a race. It's a slow, compassionate turning towards yourself. Thank you for spending this time with me. Be gentle with yourself today.